What's up, folks? We're back with how to get ripped in 90 days and beyond. It's your boy Jimmy, man. We got another recipe today and a shoulder workout for you guys. Stay tuned. So today we are making fried rice. It's not your normal fried rice though. We are low carb. And it is rice veggies. Basically cauliflower rice. So you have a couple different choices making cauliflower rice. I usually, it depends on how much time I have. Usually I'll just grab a whole cauliflower and I dice it up and put it in the food processor. Don't have that much time today, so what we'll do is use this rice veggies, the cauliflower, which is already cauliflower rice. You can get this at your local grocery store. And it's a lot more convenient. It's kind of on the expensive side, but it is convenient. So you gotta pay for that convenience. So we got our cauliflower rice, we got some scallions, red peppers, green peppers, a little bit of garlic for taste, and an egg, along with some soy sauce. So we're going to turn the heat on, put about a tablespoon of olive oil in here, kind of spread it around the pan like so. So when you're cooking this, you kind of want to have it at a higher temperature. It is fried rice. You want it crispy, you want the veggies kind of crispy. So I cook it at about medium high. Got my oil ready. A couple scallions, green peppers, my red peppers. Nice color. So I'll let these cook for about a couple minutes. Keep tossing them around. Add a bit of garlic here. So this is nice and crispy, kind of glazed over a bit. So now we're gonna add the cauliflower rice. Alright, so we're gonna move we still have I turned it down a bit while I'm doing this, but we're gonna move it to one side, the peppers and the onions to one side. I'm gonna put another tablespoon or so of oil in. Then we're going to put the cauliflower rice on there. Do about a cup and a half. Just don't want to drown out the pepper, so I do about a cup and a half. Now, this is cauliflower rice. That's just the name of it because it looks like rice, but it has nothing to do with rice. It's actually just cauliflower chopped up into little pieces so it looks like rice. So don't put any rice in the cauliflower or you're defeating the whole purpose of low carb meal. So yeah, it is low carb. I mean, it's hardly any carbs in here at all. But this is mainly, I mean, if you're vegetarian, this can be your main dish. But if you do eat meat, you can have this on the side of some chicken, on the side of steak, fish, whatever it is. I mean, it supplements rice. So it's just that, cauliflower rice. So we're going to let that cook at a high temperature for another couple of minutes. Yeah, so there's this whole debate about high carb versus low carb. I eat low carbs because it's good for my body type. Some people can eat higher carbs. Some people can get away with that, but technically, when you eat high carbs on a daily basis, it spikes your insulin, spikes your blood sugar, and that stores fat. So you want to do the opposite when you're trying to burn fat. You don't want to store fat. So That's why it works for most people. But you know, some people want to debate about it and say they can eat high carbs, and that's fine. But I can't eat high carbs because I would blow up like a balloon. So low carbs it is. All right. So now that we got the rice all mixed up in there with the veggies, we're gonna move it to the side again, like I've done here, and we're gonna get that one egg we had. We're gonna crack that egg in there and just scramble it on one side. Remember, it's at a high temperature, so you want to go pretty fast with it. You don't want to take your time and you'll burn that egg up. Once you got it scrambled, just mix it back in that rice. You get it in there good so every little part of the rice has egg in it. I tried this with 2 eggs and it was too many eggs. I know it may not seem like enough, but 1 egg is just enough. 2 eggs is too much if you ask me. So now that I got this cooking, we're gonna add some soy sauce. Now, there is tons of sodium in soy sauce. So be careful, don't be heavy-handed like I usually am with soy sauce. This is low sodium soy sauce, so it's a little on the, it's a little better, but still tons of soy sauce. For a low sodium bottle, 1 teaspoon is 590 milligrams of sodium. That's a low. So imagine if you had a regular soy sauce. So we're just gonna put good. And there we have it. There's your fried rice. Now, like I said before, you can, if you're a vegetarian, this is perfect for you. You can have it as a dish, maybe with, if you're having a cheat day or so, you can have a side of vegetable rolls with it. Pop these boys in the oven. It's so good with the rice. If you eat meat, you can have a side of chicken or whatever you want. Use it as a side dish. I usually put some ground turkey on top of this. It's so good. And that's it, man. Alright guys, so we're going to do the shoulder workout. It's going to be short and simple. Basically going to be doing some drop sets. We're going to start with an exercise. We're going to do a drop set afterwards. A drop set after that. You know, we're not in the gym, so we got to make this as intense as possible. So, let's do it. Alright guys, so we got 45 pounds here. It really feels like 55 pounds, honestly. And we're going to do side laterals with this. So I'll do my side laterals, and I'll jump down right after. I'll jump down and I'll do 25 plates we have. After the 25 plates, I'll jump down to 15. And we're going to go. Look something like this. So that's 3 to 4 sets on each arm, okay? You gotta do those 3 exercises within one arm, but that's 1 set. Each drop is 1 set. It's not 3 altogether, no. Once you do all those, pick a weight. Obviously, if you can't do that weight, pick a weight with about 10 to 15 pounds difference. If you're at home, you don't have weights, get some water, a couple water bottles or anything to have resistance, and drop down to a lighter weight for the second set, drop down to an even lighter weight for the last. And that's 3 exercises in one. So 3 equals 1. Alright, so now for our next set, we're going to do military press. 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Same thing. If you don't have the weights, find something that's heavy enough to push over your head, high chest, push over your head. 12 to 15 reps, 4 sets. Alright, for the last exercise, we're going to do front raises. Now it's the same concept. The heavier your weight, the first rep, for the first exercise, you're going to just come straight up as opposed to the side. Okay, so same thing for that front raise. You're gonna drop down, 3 drop sets, equals 1 set, 3 to 4 sets. So for you advanced folks out there, not even advanced, if you want more of a cap to your shoulder, more of a 3D look to your shoulder, these are what I do as well. You know how you come out to the side as we did the first way. You come out to the front as we did as the second way. So to get that extra cap, we're coming out, elbows leading. We're going to come out, not the side, not the front, but right in the middle. And that kind of hits a little medial head and a little bit of the front head, kind of to fill in that space of the front and the side. So just medial. And you can do it the same way. Higher, drop down 3 times, and that's 1 set. Alright, so here's a tip for some cardio. I get this question a lot, especially by female clients. They really want to tone their arms up. They really want to cut arms. So my wife actually came up with this. And she showed it to me, and it worked wonders for her. So you guys can try this as well. Put your treadmill at an incline. If you don't have a treadmill, go on a walk. Treadmill incline, use some 2.5 pounds, maybe a little too heavy, until you get used to the exercise. Dumbbells, like so. As you're walking, you want to push these up and down, kind of at an incline, for 2 minutes at a time. And it is tough. Maybe do a minute before you start doing 2 minutes, and build yourself up, little increments of 2 to 5 minutes. So you can do them this way. You can make them straight out. Switch it up. These are really help your arms cut. Cut your shoulder and your arms up. I'm telling you, give it a try. I like to call it a free weight elliptical. Basically, you're doing the same motion as elliptical, but you have to control the weight. So it burns your arms and your shoulders. Alright guys, so we are 65 days in, and I'm going to give you guys a check-in of my body. Take this mic off. So, it's the front, side, back, this side. So, we're getting there, man. We're getting a lot more details, so now we're just really fine-tuning. Doing a lot more cardio, a lot more ab work, a lot more drop sets like the exercises we had today to really squeeze blood into the muscle. And yeah, we're getting there, man. We got a little under a month to go, so this last 4 weeks should be interesting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Stay tuned for the next video, guys. God first, then you.